Hey guys, the Sports Entertainer here, back with some more wrestling news. Join us as the Sports Entertainer looks at all the breaking wrestling news and rumors you need to know, including did the WWE just spoil a massive WrestleMania 41 match? Jacob Fatu has backstage heat with Roman Reigns, some sad news regarding Brock Lesnar's WWE status, and much more. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel with notifications on so you never miss out on an episode. First up, Travis Scott releases new WWE-inspired t-shirts. Now it's clear that Travis Scott is wasting absolutely no time cashing in on his recent involvement with WWE last Saturday at Elimination Chamber 2025, where Travis accompanied the final boss, The Rock, during John Cena's shock heel turn on Cody Rhodes, as one Twitter user revealed this morning that Travis Scott has released two new WWE-inspired t-shirts through his Cactus Jack clothing line, with one of the shirts saying "Wrestling is real," and the other shirt featuring the scene at Elimination Chamber when Cena turned heel and hoisted up Cody Rhodes' undisputed title, with Travis Scott and The Rock featured in the background. This news has received mixed reactions from fans, with some feeling as though these new t-shirts are cool, whereas other fans are firmly against it, especially considering Travis reportedly injured Cody Rhodes with a slap he delivered to him at Elimination Chamber, with Ringside News reporting on the matter. Travis Scott didn't just stand ringside at Elimination Chamber, he got in on the action, slapping Cody Rhodes across the face, while John Cena and The Rock orchestrated one of the most shocking moments in WWE history. Now Scott is taking full advantage of the moment with his own wrestling-themed merch. Scott's Cactus Jack clothing line just dropped two new wrestling-inspired shirts. One features the phrase, "Wrestling is real," a not-so-subtle nod to the controversy surrounding his involvement in WWE. The other, a straight-up photo of Scott, The Rock, and Cena from that night, immortalizing his role in the chaos. Scott's new merch has already sparked debate among fans. Some see it as a bold move, while others argue that capitalizing on a scripted beatdown, especially one where he reportedly injured Cody Rhodes, is a step too far. Obviously, Travis Scott got the nod or approval from WWE and Triple H to release these new shirts, especially the one featuring a WWE-owned photo. But let us know if you guys support Travis profiting off of his Elimination Chamber appearance, or do you feel it was done in poor taste, especially considering the fact that he seemingly injured Cody Rhodes at the event, taking the slogan, "Wrestling is real," way too seriously. Next up, Rikishi provides a worrying update on Jey Uso. Now main event Jey Uso has the biggest opportunity of his WWE career awaiting him at WrestleMania 41 when he challenges bitter rival Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship, and while most fans believe it's inevitable that Jey Uso will be dethroning Gunther of that world title come WrestleMania, Jey's father Rikishi has provided a bit of a worrying update regarding him, with Rikishi revealing on his Off the Top podcast that when he had recently spent some time with Jey, he looked to be exhausted, saying he just looked like he was exhausted. He's been on the run. While people are going home, he's doing extras out there on the road. That comes with the responsibility of being the main event of any pay-per-view, but the biggest pay-per-view of all, WrestleMania. No doubt there are a lot of things that come with being pushed as a main eventer in WWE, and it's certainly new territory for main event Jey Uso, so it's not surprising to hear that he's exhausted with the schedule he's had leading up to WrestleMania, but hopefully Jey leaves himself enough gas in the tank to get the job done against Gunther come WrestleMania 41. Next up, Jacob Fatu has backstage heat with Roman Reigns. Now take this story with a grain of salt, but there was a report recently suggesting that Jacob Fatu could have some heat behind the scenes in WWE with Roman Reigns because of the fact that Jacob hasn't been training properly, and on a recent episode of Keeping It 100, wrestling veteran Conan responded to this story, but let's first report what Sportskeeda Wrestling had to say on this allegation. The Inoue family's next big name on the rise is WWE star Jacob Fatu, but does Roman Reigns have a problem with the 32-year-old? On Keeping It 100, Conan responded to an allegation against Jacob. Roman Reigns is seemingly not happy with him, he hasn't been training, and Fatu has allegedly let himself go after garnering a good reputation and earning reasonably well. This was allegedly something that WWE employees discussed with one another. Conan remembers when Jacob had real-life troubles before, even when he was signed with Major League Wrestling. However, the former manager does not believe it could happen today, as Fatu is in a much better place. Now here's what wrestling veteran Conan had to say in response to the report of Jacob Fatu having backstage heat with Roman Reigns. "So if this story is true, I could see him. He's always been broke. He has 7 kids. He had problems with his baby mama because she wouldn't give him his passport so he could travel. Anyway, I think he's made some money, and now he's hanging out with his kids and is living a better life than usual, probably didn't go to train. I highly doubt he's doing any of his street life thing anymore, but he definitely was when he was in MLW. Maybe he hasn't been getting in shape. I never remember him ever having a health condition problem. At the end of the day, it's Hunter's decision, and he knows Fatu is money." Now honestly guys, we're not sure if we believe this report is true, that Roman Reigns has any sort of an issue behind the scenes with Jacob Fatu, but if he does, do you guys feel it's justified if Roman basically feels Jacob has been letting himself go and not training properly since getting comfortable with his newfound success in WWE? Next up, some sad news regarding Brock Lesnar's WWE status. Now, to say that there have been a lot of changes or shifts in WWE as a result of the Vince McMahon and Janelle Grant lawsuit would be a massive understatement, as the company is no longer being run by Vince McMahon, and there have been so many improvements to the quality of WWE's show since Triple H took the helm from McMahon. But if there's been one unfortunate thing to come from this lawsuit, it's the fact that it has essentially halted any and all plans of Brock Lesnar returning to WWE, who was just recently officially named in the lawsuit at the beginning of February, and while there had been speculation in the past that Brock could have been returning soon, despite his ties to the Vince legal battle, that has all changed since Brock was officially named in the lawsuit, with Ringside News reporting that Brock won't be coming back to WWE television until this legal situation is completely over. Reporting Ringside News has confirmed that Brock Lesnar will not return to WWE television until this legal situation is over. It will be interesting to see if he even makes a comeback at this point, because the case is not ending anytime soon. Both sides have told us that they plan on fighting till the end. The fact that Brock Lesnar's name is involved in Janelle Grant's lawsuit against WWE, John Laurinaitis and Vince McMahon is keeping him off television. In fact, the moment it was implied that he was a part of the situation, he was pulled from a WrestleMania storyline with Gunther. Brock Lesnar is not being sued by Janelle Grant as part of this lawsuit, but his name is involved. That being said, the Beast Incarnate isn't likely to make his return to the company anytime soon. Now, taking into account the fact that this lawsuit likely won't be over anytime soon, and because of Brock Lesnar being 47 years old already, there's sadly a good chance that Brock will never return to WWE again. Because one, if he's found guilty, then it's a wrap. But even if Brock is found to be innocent in this case, Lesnar will be at a point where a WWE return probably won't happen as he'll be too old, meaning that fans may unfortunately have to give up on the notion that Brock will ever be returning to WWE again. And finally, did the WWE just spoil a massive WrestleMania 41 match? Now the hype is at an all-time high, leading into the undisputed title match between the defending champion Cody Rhodes and challenger John Cena, who won the 2025 Men's Elimination Chamber match and then turned heel in the most shocking way imaginable to conclude that show. And while there has been a debate over the past week among fans regarding who Triple H and the WWE are going to have walk out of WrestleMania with that undisputed title, with some feeling Cody needs to win, whereas others think John Cena should win his 17th world title, the reality is that WWE may have already spoiled this match's result, and probably not on purpose. Twitter user Elite Rockers had taken to the platform yesterday to reveal that John Cena is currently scheduled to appear on the April 25th edition of Friday Night SmackDown, the first SmackDown episode following WrestleMania 41, with Elite Rockers saying, "Breaking, John Cena is currently advertised for the April 25th episode of SmackDown. It's the first SmackDown after WrestleMania, Cena winning his 17th title." Now, of course, this doesn't necessarily confirm for sure that John Cena's winning the undisputed title from Cody at Mania next month, but it definitely does seem likely, because why else would Cena be appearing on the first SmackDown after WrestleMania if he were to lose to Cody Rhodes? Cena's no longer a good guy who's going to be congratulating Cody, so there really wouldn't be a point for Cena to be there so soon after a loss. So to be completely honest guys, we do think there's a higher likelihood that John Cena wins the title at WrestleMania, and then gloats in victory on the first SmackDown after the showcase of the Immortals. However, what do you guys make of this news that John Cena will be showing up on the first SmackDown episode following WrestleMania 41? Does this confirm Cena will be walking out of WrestleMania the new undisputed champion and breaking Ric Flair's record of becoming a 17-time world champion? Let us know down in the comment section below. Well guys, that's it for today's major wrestling news. Make sure you leave a like and comment, and also make sure you subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you'll never miss out on an episode. Finally, if you haven't already, give us a follow on Twitter at TSE Wrestling, and we will see you guys in the next video.